Sai Ram. In the early years of Swami's college, say in the 1970s, whenever the students from Vrindavan and Anantapur, the girls from Anantapur and the boys from Vrindavan, would come to Prashanthi Nilayam, it would be a celebration of love, a festival of love, where Swami and his students would have the most beautiful times together. And yet, when it came to the time of departure, when the Vrindavan boys had to leave for Vrindavan and the Anantapur girls had to leave for Anantapur, Swami would become very aloof. He would avoid even looking at them, speaking to them. All the students would be yearning and pining and craving for a darshan, thinking, Swami, these are the last few days of your darshan, sparshan and sambhashan. Please don't ignore us like this. And yet, an apparently cold-hearted Swami or a hard-hearted Swami or a Swami who was ununderstandable would lock himself up in the interview room, not coming out to even interact with the students. At that time, possibly, the students would have sung out either in the inner recesses of their heart or even loudly.
Talli tandri guruvu Daivamu bandhuvu Neeve sakudavella Neeve Swami Nee padabjamulanu Nityambu kolutumu Sai Rama Neeve Sharanu Mapu Sai Rama.
That alap that we heard belongs to a song that gives us the actual reason why Swami would lock himself up in the interview room. And when we get to know that, it will touch the innermost core of our hearts. That alap belongs to the Telugu song Madhura Mohana Ghana Shyama Sundara Sai. This song was probably sung for the first time ever in the physical presence of Bhagwan by Srimati P. Sushila, the legendary playback singer. She sang this on many occasions, and on many occasions Swami himself requested her to sing it. Most famously, she would sing this song during the Julotsavam, or the evening of Swami's birthday celebrations, when Swami would be seated on the royal swing, gently swaying to the tunes of multiple songs. However, this song shot into prominence in 2005, the summer of 2005, when Swami took a batch of students along with him to Kodaikanal. During that visit to Kodaikanal, every day, without fail, Swami would listen to this song 2 times. Can you believe it? 2 times every day.
Madhura Mohana Ghana Shyama Sundara Sai Ananda Pradai Nandala Rasivoi.
The meaning of the song is so beautiful. It goes as, "Oh sweet Sai, you are so beautiful. You are the one that bestows bliss on us. You are so dear to us."
Namata Pita Pratave Sada Namata Pita Pratave Sada Sakudavu Guru Daivamu Mari Anta Nivega Sakudavu దైవము మరి అంతా నీవేగా నీదే తనువు నీదే మనసు అంతా నీదేగా నీదే తనువు నీదే మనసు అంతా నీదేగా అణువణువున కణకణమున నిండి ఉన్న సదయ హృదయం అణువణువున కణకణమున నిండి ఉన్న సదయ హృదయం.
When I understood the meaning of this song, I assumed that Swami loved listening to this song so much because it expressed the yearning of a devotee. The devotee would be crying and pining and craving for Swami, and Swami would enjoy that yearning and craving. How wrong I was. How wrong I was. Swami says, your bliss is my food. He doesn't say that your crying, your yearning, your pain is my food. I was wrong, and my eyes were opened when I got to know of an incident from 1976. It was the summer of 1976. Swami was at Brindavan Whitefield in Bangalore. Often, Swami would move from Prashantinilayam to Bangalore during the summers so that the devotees could have it a bit cool. Prashantinilayam and Puttaparthi would be burning hot. Now, because it was the beginning of summer, it was also the time of examinations for all the students in the hostel at Brindavan. For reasons that are fathomable only to Bhagwan, Swami said, none of you should come out for darshan, you should sit and study well for your exams. Now, back in those days, it wasn't as if darshan timings were fixed. It wasn't as if there's one morning darshan, one evening darshan. Many times during the day, Swami would also walk out to interact with different devotees. And each of these were opportunities for students to have darshan. But Swami had strictly told them, no, you need to study. He had told them that education was the instrument that had brought them close to Swami, close to God. And therefore, they must respect and give due reverence to education by studying well and getting good marks. In this scenario, the boys found it unbearable. On one hand, Swami is in Vrindavan giving darshan, and on the other hand, you are not able to have that darshan, and instead you are studying for exams. Studying for exams is possibly the most boring things for any student, even for those who are good in studies. Very rare and very few are those who enjoy studying. Blessed are they. One day, when Swami was giving darshan, some students, unable to bear this, sneaked out and had darshan. And unfortunately for them, Swami saw them. I never thought I would use those two words together in the sentence where when Swami sees you, it's unfortunate. But that is the Deshakala Paristhiti there. When Swami saw this, he got very, very upset. He said, I think I am being a very big distraction for the boys. They are not able to study. So I shall leave for Prashantinilayam immediately. And he indeed carried out his threat. All the luggage was packed and loaded into Swami's white Mercedes-Benz car. And within minutes, Swami sat in the car and was about to leave. When the students got to know of this, they realized that Swami would be going back to Prashantinilayam, which would be burning hot. And Swami would be leaving Vrindavan, which would make it arid and dry, and it would be hot and unbearable in their hearts. So they all gathered around Swami's car, requesting him, pleading him, saying, Swami, please don't go. We are sorry. We will obey you to the word. Please don't go, Swami. Don't go, Swami. Don't go, Swami. But you know, when the yearning from the devotee is high, that is when God seems to be cold-hearted or hard-hearted, right? Swami left. Swami left. And as Swami left, crestfallen, all the students walked back to the hostel. They all sat on their benches and chairs. They didn't want to have any lunch. They opened their books. They wanted to study now. But how could they? Tears were flowing down from their eyes, tears dripping onto their books. They were missing their Swami. They were yearning for him. They were craving for him. And that pain intensified even more because Swami had left in a huff. Within 20 minutes, there was a gleeful shout that began to reverberate in the hostel. Swami is coming! Swami is coming! Swami is coming! There were a couple of students who were running like mad through the hostel saying, Swami is coming! Swami is coming! Within seconds, the whole hostel was deserted. This was possibly how it would have been in Brindavana of yore, when the Gopikas would run out leaving whatever they're doing for their Krishna. All the boys ran and there was Swami. The car came in. And as the car stopped, the door opened and Swami came out. His face was still angry. He said loudly, all of you created such a halabaloo over here. You created such a ruckus over here. I forgot to take my Prashanti Nilayam door keys. Swami, well, Swami only can say such things. He said that. And all the boys were sitting there silent, in their hearts praying, Swami, please don't go. They knew their Swami had come back not for the keys, because Swami doesn't need the keys there for Prashanti Nilayam. So one of the boys took courage, ventured to Swami and said, Swami, can we please remove the luggage from the car and keep it out? Swami said, no need. In the afternoon I will be leaving again. Again there was absolute silence. Swami was about to enter into his residence. Then he turned around, a beautiful smile on his face, and he said, boys, how can I go? Your yearning pulled me back here. When you are crying in anguish for me, know that I am crying in greater anguish for you. I cannot stay without you. I cannot go away from you. I am going to stay here only. I shall forever be here. We often see only one side of the story. We think that we are yearning and pining and craving for God. What we forget is that God yearns, craves, and pines for us much more than we can ever crave, yearn, and pine for Him. God's yearning for a devotee is much greater than a devotee's yearning for God. I realized that Swami loved this song, Madhura Mohana Ghanashyam, because it has lyrics through which Swami expressed his yearning and love, craving and pining for his devotees. Let me explain. In the year 2009, Swami had been to Hadshi and Mumbai. And in the year 2010, Swami had been to Delhi and Shimla. I was blessed to be part of his entourage on both these occasions. And on both these occasions, on the last day, we were all feeling miserable because, the visit was ending and these beautiful days would possibly not come back again. And so, in Bombay, November 2009, as we were about to leave Dharmakshetra, we all said, Swami, please, let's have one session together. Please come spend some time with us. Swami wasn't listening, he was just leaving. That is when one of the brothers, Sai Krishna, who was part of the entourage in 2005 to Kodaikanal, he remembered this song and just burst forth singing it. And even as he burst forth singing it, we all joined in. Swami stopped, turned, came back to us, and he sat listening to the whole song. The same scene repeated even in Delhi. On the last day before we had to leave, Swami said we have to go fast because we have to be at the airport in time. And in that hurry, when we were all yearning and craving for one final session with Swami, again he was leaving. Again it was Sai Krishna, again it was Madhura Mohana Ghanashyam. And as we all began to sing it, Swami came back and sat. We would be feeling those pangs and singing. And at that time, dear brothers and sisters, Swami would join us in the singing. He would sing out to us saying, and pointing to his own body, he would say,
నేమరచి నింతలంచని జన్మమేలలో.
what is the use of this body that isn't with you? What is the use of these eyes that do not see you?
నిను పిలువని నిను తలవని చెప్పమేల జీవమేల.
What is the use of this mind that does not contemplate on you? Can you believe that? The Lord telling to the devotee that my eyes are of no use if they don't see you, my mind is of no use if it doesn't contemplate on you. And that is why whenever we sang this song, Swami would come running back, because it was an opportunity for him to express his yearning and love. And this has been the same love story from the 1970s.
Ram Sai Krishna Sai.
Because back then, when Kasturi Garu went and told Swami, Swami,
Sai Ram Sai Krishna Sai Ram.
why are you locking yourself up inside like this? Swami would say, Kasturi, when the boys, when the girls, when the students, they are leaving, I feel very sad. I feel very bad. And that's why I am in solitude like this. When we thought Swami is being hard-hearted, Swami's heart so soft would melt and he would be yearning and pining and missing all of us.
Sai Krishna Sai.
Unlike our worldly attachment, the divine attachment is for a different reason. Swami told the elders there, it is not for my sake that I feel bad. When these students are in my presence, their lives are saturated with Swami. They are always thinking of Swami and they are filled with Swami. Now that they are leaving my presence, I worry, I get afraid of the worldly influences that will tug them in all directions. Dear brothers and sisters, those times come in all our lives when we feel that we are yearning and pining for Swami, but Swami is not responding. Let us never forget that the Lord yearns and craves for us. That is the message of this beautiful song, Madhura Mohana Ghanashyam. For this video, it was rendered so divinely and beautifully by the twin sisters Kiran